Imagine a world where nothing rolls. No carts, no chariots, no bicycles, no cars, no trains. Every journey a struggle, every heavy load an impossible task. And yet, one day, someone looked at a simple circle and thought, what if it could move? That single spark of imagination would change the course of history forever. This is the story of the wheel, and who truly benefited from its invention. The wheel is so ordinary today that it's almost invisible. We take it for granted, rolling smoothly beneath cars, bicycles, and trains. But for early humans, the concept of a wheel was revolutionary, a leap that would alter transportation, trade, agriculture, warfare, and industry. For tens of thousands of years, humans relied on sheer strength to move heavy objects. Stones were carried by hand, timber dragged on sledges, water and grain transported by human or animal labor. Journeys were long, laborious, and limited. Trade was localized. Civilization itself expanded slowly because distance was a barrier. The first spark that led to the wheel, however, wasn't for transport. It was for pottery. Around 3500 BCE in Mesopotamia, craftsmen invented the pottery wheel. Clay could now be shaped quickly and evenly, producing vessels, bowls, and containers that were essential for daily life. This early use of rotational motion proved that spinning objects could be controlled and harnessed for work. But the leap from pottery to transportation was still ahead. The first wheeled vehicles appeared around 3000 BCE. Early carts, pulled by oxen, had solid wooden wheels attached to simple axles. For the first time, humans could move heavy objects with less effort over greater distances. The implications were staggering. Grain could travel to markets far from farms. Materials could be transported for building projects. Societies became interconnected, trade networks expanded, and settlements grew larger and more complex. The wheel also transformed warfare. The chariot, a horse-drawn, wheeled vehicle, revolutionized combat. Armies could strike faster, with more mobility and force. Civilizations with wheeled technology gained strategic advantages, while those without it struggled to keep pace. The speed and power offered by the wheel changed the balance of power and helped shape empires. But who benefited most? Initially, farmers and craftsmen saw immediate gains. Heavy crops, timber, and stones could now be transported efficiently. Surplus goods reached distant markets, fueling trade and economic growth. Then rulers and warriors took advantage, gaining power through faster armies and more effective logistics. Merchants and traders benefited next, expanding commerce across regions, connecting civilizations that had previously been isolated. Eventually, the benefits reached society as a whole, creating opportunities that transformed everyday life. The wheel's evolution didn't stop at carts and chariots. Spoked wheels emerged, reducing weight and increasing speed. Axles became stronger, bearings were introduced, and wheels were paired with suspension systems. Roads were constructed, bridges reinforced, and trade routes expanded. Each improvement unlocked new possibilities: faster travel, more reliable transport, and greater efficiency. The wheel also influenced industry. Water wheels and treadmills used rotational motion to perform tasks once reliant on human or animal labor. Mills ground grain, workshops power machinery, and innovation accelerated. The wheel became a symbol of human ingenuity, a simple shape that could multiply power and productivity. Even today, the wheel underpins modern technology. Cars, bicycles, trains, planes, and even spacecraft rely on the principles discovered thousands of years ago. Without the wheel, civilization as we know it would be unrecognizable. Our cities, highways, and supply chains all trace back to that first insight, the power of rotation. Beyond practical use, the wheel represents something deeper: human imagination combined with necessity. The simplest ideas often have the most profound impact. A circle attached to an axle, spinning to reduce friction, allowed humans to transport heavier loads, travel farther, and connect with distant communities. It's a reminder that innovation often begins with observation, curiosity, and a willingness to experiment. And yet, the wheel's benefits were not equally distributed. Those who controlled the technology, rulers, merchants, and skilled craftsmen, gained immense advantages. Societies with access to wheeled transport expanded faster, traded more efficiently, and waged war more effectively. Civilizations that lagged behind faced limitations in trade, military power, and infrastructure. Over time, the wheel became a measure not just of technology, but of social and economic opportunity. The wheel also inspired further innovation. The principles behind rolling motion led to the development of gears, pulleys, and mechanical systems that powered clocks, mills, and eventually industrial machinery. This simple invention laid the foundation for the mechanical revolution, which would shape the modern world centuries later. Even in modern times, the wheel continues to be central. Automobiles connect cities, airplanes rely on landing gears, bicycles promote health and transportation, and spacecraft wheels allow exploration of other planets. The legacy of the wheel is not merely in what it moves, but in how it moves humanity forward, from the earliest farmers of Mesopotamia to the engineers and inventors of today. The story of the wheel is also a story of adaptation. Humans observed natural rolling motion, logs sliding down slopes, stones rolling in rivers, and applied these observations to technology. By learning from nature, early inventors created a tool that would multiply human capability. The wheel reminds us that innovation is rarely sudden. It is often incremental, shaped by observation, experimentation, and gradual refinement. In summary, the wheel is more than a simple tool. It's a cornerstone of civilization. It revolutionized transportation, trade, warfare, agriculture, and industry. It benefited farmers, rulers, merchants, and eventually all of humanity. It inspired further technological progress and laid the foundation for modern infrastructure. And it teaches an enduring lesson. The simplest ideas, when combined with human curiosity and ingenuity, can change the world. The wheel is a symbol of human creativity and persistence. From spinning clay to moving empires, from pulling carts to powering machines, the wheel proves that even the simplest inventions can have monumental consequences. Every journey we take, every load we move, every road we travel, all trace back to that first insight, the power of a circle in motion. The next time you see a wheel turn, remember, it doesn't just move objects, it moves humanity forward.